advanced communication minor, the entertaining speaker. Project number 2, resources for entertainment. He is to research the material before he presents it. This morning he will be talking about life lessons learned by Seinfeld and Friends. The title of his speech is, Be Careful Where You Park. Denny.
Jerry Seinfeld, Elaine Bennett, George Costanza, and Cosmo Kramer are off on a mission to buy a gift for the Drakes, which were having an engagement party because they were planning on getting married. And at that point in time, they were all coagulating together saying, oh, we love the Drakes because we're going to party. And so when they said we could buy one, each of us could get a gift, but why don't we team together and buy one? And that's what they did. George was the one that volunteered the car, and he was using his father's car. They're all in the car and they're driving around. They go to the mall, to the store where they perceived was where they were going to buy the gift. So they're driving around and they can't find a place to park. The place is full. And in order to park, they had to park way out, and Elaine really wasn't quite into that. So what happened was Kramer pipes up and says, hey, there's a handicap spot right over there. Nobody's in it. And Elaine goes, no, no, you can't park there. You get a ticket. No. Handicapped people don't even want to park there. Handicapped people don't. Handicapped people, if they were handicapped, they would be parking there. That's why it's empty. There's no handicapped people around. Handicapped people don't even want to park there. Well, George slides in and parks there. They get out and they go shopping. And they go to the one store and they find a big screen TV. And they couldn't believe the price. And with the 4 of them chipping in together, they buy this big screen TV. Now, as they're coming back towards the car, they're all saying, oh, wait till the Drakes see this gift. They'll be overwhelmed. They're all excited now because they figure they got a good purchase. They're going to excite these people. And so they get around the turn and they go to where the car is, and there's a crowd of people around the car, banging on it. And there's an ambulance over there with a person getting in it and being hauled off. So Jerry goes up to find out what all the commotion was. And there's the main lady was talking about, wait till we find the guy that has this car. He's going to pay. He's going to pay big time because they're smashing on the car. Well, they smashed on the car, all right, but what happened was this handicapped lady was trying to get up in her van and fell backwards and went and hit her head because she had an old dilapidated wheelchair. Well, an ambulance came, put her on a stretcher, loaded the stretcher into the van, into the ambulance, and then hauled her off to the hospital. Meanwhile, there's a crowd of people started building around the car. So Jerry went back with Elaine, Kramer, and George. He said, how are we going to get over to get the car? That's my father's car. That's my father's. Oh, here's what we'll do. Here's the plan. I'll go over there and yell, there they are over there. And the whole crowd will go. When they go, we'll run over, get in the car and take them. Well, when they came around the turn and got back to the car, they're all gone. But the car was destroyed. The car was destroyed. The hood was ripped off, the windows were smashed, all the tires were flat. Dents were all over the car. The car was totaled. Now, the next scene, he's back with his parents. And George's father's hit them over the head and says, do you realize I didn't have a scratch one on that car? I was a special seat in the back. Meanwhile, his mother was playing mahjong with a bunch of ladies. And they had a little chit-chat about, what are you doing today, George? I'm writing a sitcom. Well, what's it about? Well, it's about Jerry, who decides that he gets in an accident, and when he gets in an accident, the judge tells him he has to be his butler because he couldn't pay him. So the lady said, well, you should do the same thing with your son there, since he got your car all smashed up. Well, that didn't make it. And so the next thing that's going on, Kramer goes to the hospital to check out the handicapped girl. And when he does, he falls in love with her. When he falls in love with her, he comes back to George. George, we have to go get her a new wheelchair because he's got feelings for this lady. Well, they go and check out this one place for wheelchairs. The first wheelchair they check out costs $6,000 and some odd dollars. George goes, do you have something that's a little cheaper? So he brings out this other wheelchair. Doesn't have all the amenities the other one have. And Kramer gets in and checks it out, and he's smashing into everything. However, the price was $236, and they go, we'll take it. Well, the handicapped girl was overwhelmed by what this thing looked like. And because it looked so good, they thought it was going to be a whirlwind through. Well, later on, Jerry and Elaine decide to go out and check out the Drakes to see how they like their TV. Well, when they go out there to check it out, the Drakes were breaking up. They were breaking up. And they said, oh, we'll get the TV back. Well, she gave all the gifts to an organization that George's father was involved in. And that was the United Volunteers. So that's where all the gifts went to. And at the end, George's father said, after the girl had another accident with the new wheelchair that she had, George's father said, George, go to this address, pick up this TV, and deliver it to this lady. Well, they go over there, pick up the TV, only they don't deliver it to the lady. They take it back to the store where they bought it, got their money back, and moved on. It's all the fault, and the Drakes. Everybody hates the Drakes now. Everybody hates the Drakes. It's all their fault because their father was arrested. The handicapped lady went back into the hospital. And because of that, everybody hates the Drakes. The thing changed again. And what I have to say right now, I'm getting the hook. Man, I'm toasting.